Damone Thomas. I am born and raised Kingston, Jamaica, living in Los Angeles, California. In 2012, when I attended the first International AIDS Conference and I met people from around the world that was living with HIV, people fighting and advocating for HIV, that's when I recognized like this is something bigger than me, something bigger than what I even thought it was. And so when saw all these people from around the world and advocates, researchers, scientists, advocates, when I see everybody coming together, religious group, non-religious group, people from all different faiths, I was like, oh my God, this is a big thing. And so that was a motivation which led me to start Healing with Hope Corporation. At the time, it was just Healing with Hope. And so that led me to start it. And so that was my voice for the voiceless. And that's how I used to label it as the voice for the voiceless, meaning, people who will not be able to speak up and talk about HIV and what trauma and stigma in getting tested. This was perfect platform. So I use Healing with Hope for my voice to voice my concern among faith communities to talk about HIV because my faith was part of my growing up. I was big on faith, leadership in the faith community. So I think then because being in the faith community, using this as an opportunity, I could speak openly about HIV without disclosing my own status or information. And so with that, it kind of motivated me, to kind of speak, and continue the advocacy work and kind of to get people to get tested. And I also, do like workshops and sessions, at my church, at my church, different churches in Jamaica. And then that kind of motivate people, just to get the information, because, sometimes the churches, when it comes to sex and sexuality, they kind of close off and kind of have a specific topic some topic that they don't want to talk about and discuss. However, I taken the initiative, even though the presenters when they came, they would be mindful and respectful of the faith and the organization, but we still share the information and what is available and what is there. And so that was very interesting. So that was my big push. That was my big motivation. And but when I came to the US now,